Good evening, everybody. Once again, my name is Robert White, and I'm indeed extremely happy to be here this evening to do a couple of things, one of which is to be the master of ceremonies. For those who took the time to come here, we want to say thank you, and we promise you a very entertaining evening. What's going to be happening this evening? This evening is St. Patrick's Environmental and Community Tourism Organization, and that's SPECTO, in collaboration with Heritage Theatre Company of Grenada, presents Waking Up in Paradise. Right? Anybody new here was Paradise? All right, Grenada is a funny place. Now, you have plenty of paradise, but here is the paradise we're speaking about this evening. Right? Now, there are some other players involved in this, but we're going to let you know as the evening progresses who they are. So to start this evening's activity, I just want to invite Mr. Valdon Paul, is a member of your community, to do the opening prayers. We ask you to please stand as Mr. Paul comes to the microphone.
Good evening to everyone. And let us get ourselves in a state of mind for prayer, because we're about to speak to God. Gracious and loving Father who art in heaven, we pause again at this time, Lord, to say thanks to you for affording us the privilege of assembling here this evening, where once again we can present to this community, even through entertainment, a message with regards to the conservation of the creatures and the environment in which you allow us to live. Father, we are thankful, and we ask, oh God, that as we endeavor to be good stewards of this environment to which you have given us to live in, we ask this evening, oh Father, that you would give us good weather so we'll be able to present this evening the message in drama. Father, we ask in a special way that you would open the minds and understanding of the persons who are going to hear, even those of us who are going to present. Give us retentivity, give us recollection, and help, oh God, that whatever is presented here this evening will help us to even become better citizens, even to our environment and even to the community, even in relationship to one another. We ask, Father, as we progress this evening, that you would be with us. Help us to have a grand time here with one another. And we ask that you will keep us in good harmonies and good relation with each other. For we are asking this favor through Jesus Christ, our Lord. Amen. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor. Thank you, Mr. Paul. I almost said Pastor Paul. But when you go into the Lord, you have to be serious, and he sounded very serious there. Right? So I know he prayed for good weather, and we're going to continue getting that. But we want to ask you to keep standing, to stand again, please. You start to feel like church boys. Sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up. And we're going to pay homage to our island. So we'd like to invite Jessica Roberts, who is going to lead us through the singing of the national anthem.
Hail, Grenada, land of ours, we pledge ourselves to thee. Heads, hearts, and hands in unity to reach our destiny. Ever conscious of God, being proud of our heritage, may we with faith and courage aspire, build, advance as one people, one family. God bless our nation. Thank you.
What? What? You know, of all the years I listened to the national anthem, it's only tonight I know when the people write the anthem, they mention Heritage Theatre Company, you know. Being proud of our heritage. All you know, sing it, all you hate. They know it have been doing something good, you know, so they put us in the anthem. Guess a round of applause for that. Yeah. Right. We now move on to a speech, welcoming remarks essentially, from the representative of Specto. And we did say Specto is the group through which this activity is actually, the persons who are doing the play lick later on are members of Specto. So we'd like to invite Valentino Sonny. He's the representative of Specto who is going to be offering the welcoming remarks. You coming from behind it too?
I want to welcome you. On behalf of Specto, which is the St. Patrick's Environmental and Community Tourism Organization, in collaboration with Heritage Theatre, we are indeed happy to be able to present to you in drama some of the conservation effort that we have been doing at the Liver area for the last 5 years. So without much ado, just want to thank you once again, and we have a packed program, so I want you to sit back and enjoy the presentation tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Hey, I had to do things different. Right? I had to come from the other side. But you have to be careful, you know. Sometimes when they tell you from the other side, you have to be careful what they mean, you know. Yeah. Okay. Yes, what you say the weather nice? Nice. I know you know what the weather, you know. So we want to ask you again to put your hands together for Mr. Sonny. Valentino Sonny, right? And from Mr. Sonny, I have pleasure in introducing the next person who's going to speak to us is from the Environmental Division, Ministry of Education, Human Resource, and the Environment. And that person is none other than Miss Aria St. Louis, and she is going to be giving some remarks on the project itself, right? So we'd like to put your hands together and invite, or as we invite to the microphone, Mr. Man, give a lady some a round of applause. Now she should go back, you know. Hey.
Members of Heritage Theatre, representatives from Specto, from the UNDP ICAS team, the hardworking CLO, and other key representatives, specially invited guests, members from other neighboring communities, as well as Rose Hill. On behalf of the Permanent Secretary with responsibility for the environment, I am delighted to be here with you this evening. There are three main areas that I'd like to say a few words on, but first I want to indicate to you that I am very excited about the opportunity to use non-traditional forms to share key environmental messages. As we are supposed to be custodians and stewards for the environment, it becomes the responsibility of each person first to understand the ways in which they interact with the environment and the ways in which changes in the environment are going to affect them. And I think that I have learned a huge amount from each of the Heritage Theatre productions that have happened with community about the nuances and the details of how climate change is anticipated to impact that community. And it has been brought home very clearly because the members of each community who have participated in one way or another, some we will see on the stage tonight, but they were part of a much bigger group who gave feedback to them, have helped to guide and shape so that from environment's perspective, we begin to understand more the nuances and the differences between, for example, what the concerns are of communities that are along the coastline in Carriacou, where I was for the last production, which was called Saving Paradise, and what I will see tonight. And hopefully I will be able to participate in other events that communities have where the rubber hits the road, so to speak, and we get to understand a little bit more at the community level what climate change is going to mean to you and where your concerns lie. And that is why this non-traditional way of conveying the message becomes very, very important, because by internalizing it, you are better able to share with us what your key concerns are. So I am very much eagerly anticipating this. Again, there are two other areas that I want to mention. First, a little bit more about ICUS. So the Integrated Climate Change Adaptation Strategies, or ICUS, is not just a project, it's actually a program. The difference between a project and a program is a project normally is 4 years, there is some money, there is a budget, there are specific objective and deliverables, and that's the end of it. This is a program because the government of Germany is working along with the government of Grenada to continuously see how to capitalize or find monies to continue to support climate action, particularly at the community level. This process started way before I even joined the Environment Division, but I joined the division in 2010, and at the time we had just finished chairing AOSIS, so that Grenada was chair of the 43 island states at the same time that Germany was chairing the European Union. And we had, I should put it this way, we had shared misery because we were representing 43 distinct countries and they were representing a whole block of different countries with different needs. What was good is that because we were both Germany and Grenada, we sat close by each other and we found that there were quite a few similarities. Those similarities over time, through the international negotiation process where we continued to debate and to meet with each other and share very similar positions on the floor, led to Germany and Grenada aligning more closely. And when we finished chairing, they basically said to us, we'd like to continue to support you. How can we do this? Believe it or not, that then led to a period of 2 years of consultation because Germans are very fussy about making sure that every cent of their taxpayers' dollars is spent in a way that they can account for. So they had stakeholder consultations ad nauseum with us. Not the ones environment was included in everything, but ad nauseum throughout, up and down for over 2 years. And what I will highlight to you is that there are 4 components in that project. And we fought in small rooms in the Ministry of Finance to make sure that the lion's share of the money went to this component. So 55% of the money, more than half the money allocated for the project, and the total project was 93.5 million EC dollars over a period of 4.5 years. The lion's share, that's over 50%, went to one component. Now the context is normally if you have 4 components in a project, everybody shares equally. So it's 25, 25, 25, 25. For 55% to go to only one component, you must understand it was a significant victory. What component was that? Well, we are here tonight as a result of that component. It was component 3, which is the community adaptation projects. And 29 community projects, including this one, were of the 150 something that applied. So clearly we have the need and we can accommodate more. And I draw your attention again to the fact that this is not a project, so there isn't specifically an end date. We are now institutionalizing this to become a program. And program means that we will continue to capitalize it and we'll continue to search for funding. And this is a key aspect of what Environment Division does along with finance. Yes, finance, the Ministry of Finance works and they claim that, of course, they handle all money aspects. But when it comes around to deciding how it should be spent, where it should be spent, and the justification, particularly for environment, this is where we work very closely with them. And indeed, we work along with others, including the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. But most importantly, we have to represent the needs of people on the ground. And this is where, through our efforts, we get to hear a little bit. Remember, I'm a public servant, which means at any point in time, you should feel comfortable to come in, to write in, to call in, to express your views, to express your concerns and your ideas. This is how they reach paper. And luckily for us in a small island, we don't have 10 degrees of separation. It's only about 2. So I live in the community, and the community where I live in, I want to see that kind of action. I discuss with them so I know what their concerns are. You need to make sure that you are well represented when it comes around to government by calling us, by staying in touch. And I have to say that we work very closely with SPECTO, so we are aware of the community members. They speak with us about key issues that concern them as they occur. And as such, we've been able to have close collaboration and work along with them. So first, I spoke a little bit about non-traditional ways in which environmental knowledge can be shared and non-traditional education methods, which theater falls into. Secondly, I told you a little bit about the ICUS project, all the struggles that happened behind the scenes, which led to the largest the component with the largest share of money being the reason why we are standing here. And thirdly, I wanted to highlight to you that St. Patrick's is actually one of the areas in Grenada that has been identified as hugely vulnerable to the impacts of climate change. And I'm talking about not just in terms of flooding, which is, of course, one of the key concerns, but also saltwater intrusion and sea level rise, the slow onset events, which will ultimately, if we are not able to manage things and adapt quite quickly, cause us to lose quite a bit of our shoreline. So there are some serious issues that are underlying this, and I think I will hear a little bit more about them this evening. At this point, I want to say I thank you kindly for giving your attention to me for this time. I look forward to enjoying this thoroughly, and I have out my little black notebook so that I may learn as much from the presentation as well as from whatever discussion you wish to share with me afterwards. Have a wonderful evening, and I look forward to seeing you all again.
So this evening is about entertainment. Of course, the message will come a little later, but we're sprucing it up, making you warm, and you're going to enjoy the evening. So far, thing going good? Right, so you're coming free, but you go pay $5 when you're going out, all right? Good. You have to show your appreciation. Good. So we heard a little bit of speaking, but right now we're coming to do, the people who are coming out will be doing something else with their mouth. They'll be singing. And I'm happy to again to present to you another member of your community who you've seen before. You're going to see him now and still see him a little later on in the production. I'm speaking of Mr. Valdon Paul. And Valdon is coming to do a song, a folk song. Come, give him a round of applause now, man. Yeah.
Thank you. But Mr. White, I see you have a little thing there. That chord through. I find I want you to play that for me while I sing.
You could sing in Q?
Well, I try, you know. I sing Q, I sing in F, I sing in G, H, anything. But you know, mango is something I love a lot. Strangely, when I came from Canada, but the kind of thing about me, you know, I suck any mango, eh? And once it's mango, I love it. Well, I come out from Canada, and I go in Montreach. So I go on the hill up there, I pick up some mango and thing, and I blaze in the mango go down. Some children stand there watching me, they laugh. I say, what are you laughing? Eh, Mr. Valland, that you sucking? We doesn't suck that, we just take them pell behind mango. I say, really? That is mango, that nice mango? Eh, Mr. Valland, nobody doesn't suck that. You're not sucking that. So me and mango have a thing. I don't know what it is. But hear that. That is it. So, me not drink any tea, mango time. And care how nice it may be, mango time. In the heat of the mango crop, when the fruits them are ripe and drop, wash your pot, turn them down, mango time. In mango time, school children, they in glee. And before sunrise, they under the tree. And one stone up to mango fall down on the ground. Boy, they pick up and they suck. Mango time. You want more? Man, mango still in season. After mango come in season, you get more, right?
Hey, when the mango in season, we're supposed to be singing the whole time. Hey, I just get sweet. Hey, I tell you, I start to feel like a mango sealant for myself. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Hey. All right. So put your hands together again for Mango Man. And we're keeping the thing going. We're keeping the little music going. And this time, we're going to offer you a duet. It's going to be done again by residents of your community because this evening is your evening. And we're asking you to welcome with a loud round of applause Samuel and Jessica Roberts. Samuel and Jessica Roberts. Man, what can I like a clap with that? Make some noise, your own people, you know. Hey. Look at good looking people from up here.
Old pirates, yes, they rob I. Sold I to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit. But my hands was made strong by the hands of the Almighty, which forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? It's all I ever have. Redemption song, redemption song.
Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for the atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look?
Ooh,
Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing
these songs of freedom is all I ever had. Redemption song, redemption song. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop at a time. How long shall they kill our prophet while we stand aside and look? Ooh, some say it's just a part of it. We got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? Is all I ever had. Redemption song, redemption song. These songs of freedom, songs of freedom.
Bob Marley would have been proud of them, boy. Hey, you would have sing old pirates there. Them pirates get new, you know. Hey, now they're good, they're good, they're good, they're good. Now, so this is a segment where we take you back, not too far back, because if we go back too far back, some people may not know what we're talking about. Because look at a lot of people in the audience. I see young people in the audience. Right? Good night, Mr. Ruel. Everybody know Mr. Ruel? Mr. Ruel Edwards, nobody know him? Just look for the man with his most shiny head in the audience. All right. So those thanks for coming. All right. He's a man, that is a man who is responsible for all the nice fruits and vegetables eating in a marketing boat. All right? Okay. So, oh Lord, that is the prop. I can't move the props. Yeah. Everybody hear me there good? Now, we'll deal with a little old time folk songs and so. Some of them you might know, some you may not know. But those that you know, I invite you to sing along. Right? This one you may not know at all, because this is a new creation. So the animals in the forest last Sunday morning decided that they will hold a concert. Now the contention was that they feel they could sing better than man. So they gathered a group of them. Miss Meow, the cat, was there. Brer Goat was there. Right? Mr. Piggy was there, and quite a few others. And they decided they're going to hold a little concert. And they chose this song as a cover. How much is the dog in the window? the one with the raggedy tail. How much is a dog in the window? I hope that this dog is for sale. Eh? Anybody know that? And you go, how much is a dog? And you woof woof. Eh? Aye. Oh, thank you. Yeah. All right, let me put that here. So here now. So that was the cover song, you know. Boy, Miss Meow says she going first. And she strut up to the microphone, tail up in the air. And she put a little ribbon under her neck, and Miss Meow looking hot. And Miss Meow go up. Meow, 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 meow. Boy, she get one round of applause like the one you're giving now. They say what? But Miss Meow hot. Well, she win already. Not so. Bregoat decide joke she making. So Bregoat strut up, I went telling you, was a ram. And he just put on a new cologne. But he's smelling good. And Bregoat strut up to the microphone. Meh, 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 meh. Well, I say now, when Bregoat win already. I tell you, noise in the forest, pandemonium now, and noise. Up jump Mr. Bow Wow. Who is Mr. Bow Wow? The dog. Well, right now the judge is confused. The judges say, well, they know who to pick because everybody's singing good. The problem was they didn't invite Mr. Jackass. So because Jackass swing around the corner and he hear all this noise from where he's at home. And he swing around the corner and he meet them fellas in the, he said, no, I had to go, I had to compete. And start to make, you know, Jackass just get done. So they say, all right, well, they go put you on. But Jackass decided he go do for them. Well, why? I'll the judge. The judge when Jackass went to pick up his crown and he go with it, man. And nobody could tell Jackass anything. He win. Which pig? Look at the pig there. Oh, no, sorry. You mean the pig in there? Yeah, well, you know I tell you, pig don't get a chance to sing. Jackass pick up his crown and go, pandemonium thing done. Yeah. So give yourself a round of applause. You're a good audience. And then give me a bigger one. Now, while we were growing up, there were songs we used to sing. I remember this one. Old Roger is dead and is lying in grave, lying in grave, lying in grave. Old Roger is dead and is lying in grave. I am. I remember that. So what's the next one? The next verse. They planted an apple tree over, I don't know who they planted apple. Over his head, over his head. They planted an apple tree over his head. I am. Then the apples grew ripe and they fell on the ground, fell on the ground, fell on the ground. The An old woman came and she picked them up, picked them up, picked them up. An old woman came and she picked them up. I am. What do you think happened after that? Well, I ain't lying. You know this song more than me. But what I know after that is also seem to be what he know. And this is what I found strange. Old Roger got up. Where you ever hear man dead on the line and he will get up and hit people cough? Eh? And that's the kind of thing they should give us some song to sing. I didn't agree with all of them. When I started to get smart, I realized no. Some of them sound against us, you're really not supposed to sing that. But anyway, it's part of our folklore and we enjoy that. So all those who remember Old Roger, put your hand together. I mean, show me. Only 3 all you remember Old Roger, boy? Only young people are there. You can say there's only old people and Old Roger, You're too attentive, You're too attentive. I got to put you out. As a matter of fact, look back your money and go on. Yeah. I want you to pay to come inside, $10. Right. So let me tell you about one Saturday morning. Now, Saturday morning used to be the mornings where part of my chores was that I had to wash my home clothes. Really used to wash your home clothes too? You think you guys used to wash? You grew up with plenty of sisters? Well, boy, I had 2 sisters, but my mother said I have to learn to wash my clothes in case I ain't get a good woman. I had to learn to wash my clothes. Mommy, you make him wash your clothes? You wash your clothes for him? Oh, Lord, that's why the boy can't do nothing up to now. Anyway, that's politics there. So, I have to wash my home clothes, but I vex because I had 2 sisters, but the thing is I was bigger than them. So, I, as the older brother, have to take the lead. My mother says, Saturday morning you're washing your home clothes. Now, that Saturday morning, I put the clothes to soak and I start to on the scrubbing brush. I hear the neighbor children next door playing AA. They sing all kind of songs Saturday morning, Boy, I leave the clothes there and I gone across. And they playing the Coolie Man House on Fire. You know the Coolie Man House on Fire? Now the Coolie Man House on fire, the Coolie Man run away. They send for the police and the water truck to all the fire donkey. And when she go down for the donkey. That is the part that get me in trouble. You see, go down for nothing. Because now I was about 8, 9, that kind of time. And at age 8 or 9, you're still kind of innocent. So you had like a girlfriend, was just like a girlfriend. You just watch her, she watch you, and that was your girlfriend. Right? And you start to see you go married and you see children and all that. She just watch her, she just watch you. So one of them neighbors' children was my girlfriend. I just watch her, she watched me, we was boyfriend and girlfriend. And she over there dancing and she going down for nothing. So I gone partner, and if you see me, I go down for nothing, and I deal with my girlfriend. I hear my mother next to call Robert. One time I hear, but we are going down for nothing. She called again, Robert. Well, you know I'm going down for nothing, self. Boy, I see her come over the fence because there was a fence between the 2 yards. And she come over the fence and she go no for nothing. Well, I say, well, no, I go no for nothing now because my mother joined the group. If you see me, but what I didn't notice was when she go no for nothing, she had one hand behind she back. No, I didn't see that. But when I feel it, whap, yeah, come up for something. Come up for something. Let me tell you, from since that day, every Saturday morning, I'm washing clothes at Vex. Yeah, Vex. But it was part of me growing up, and I ain't come out too bad myself. The good thing about it, no woman washing clothes better than me. If I don't think I'll bright, come here with not you can't wash clothes. Come here with soap and scrubbing brush and things, so you go see me. When I start to go chuk, and the little froth start to fly out from inside here, so if you know you could wash it, when the froth flying out from here, so that's when you know you could wash. Not putting things in washing machine and you and then you ting, and then you go and hang out clothes. Wait, that's washing? That's not washing. That's the machine doing your work. Right, you know thing, girl, you know thing. You look as though they beat you to wash too. Yeah, you learn well. All right, good. So, now some songs, nice. I mean, like we just sing Coolie Man House on Fire and we sing. But there was one song that I learned was all like a child, and up to now I'm trying to figure out what the song means. And listen and tell me if all you understand what the song means. Now we said one bright day in the middle of the night. Now that already is a mistake. That already is an issue right there. Yeah. That's what I tell you I couldn't understand, but they teach me the song. One bright day in the middle of the night, two dead men got up to fight, and back to back they face each other and drew their swords to shoot to one another. Now a paralyzed donkey was passing by. He kicked one man in his left right eye and threw him over a high low wall and drunk his rider in a dry waterfall. Woo! Now tell me, that song make any sense? What are you hearing in that song there? Hey? Right. So we go end up now with a song that everybody used to like to sing. Bessie, oh, Bessie, down for this kind of pumpkin. Hey. Bessie, oh, Bessie, down for this. So I want somebody to come here and Bessie down for me. Put money where all your mouth is. I want somebody to come here and Bessie down for me. Now don't tell me nobody know how to Bessie down, you know. Because if you know how to sing, you must know how to Bessie down. Come, partner, come. You in the red shirt. Come now, man. Otherwise, I ain't going to play in the quattro again, you know. Huh? Do the chair and do the work? Come. Come, I'll buy you a malt afterwards. Come, let me show you. Buy you a whole case of malt, you know. Well, I'll drink all for myself. Bessie down for the sake of the pumpkin. Bessie down. Bessie down for the sake of the pumpkin. I say woman to Bessie down for the sake of the pumpkin. Make sure you ensure on the child. Bessie down for the sake of the pumpkin. Bessie down for the sake of the pumpkin. Bessie down for the. And then you should Bessie down, right? Go all right down, and then you have to Bessie up again, right? And then all go wrong, but it's a candy pumpkin. All go wrong, but it's a candy pumpkin. So all you remember that? Good. Now, I roll, and that one? I roll, me down guitar. Zuka. Well, come and show me how to zuka. By big man, since you're small, you're shy. Up to now, you're still shy. You reach 40 years and you're still shy, man. 42. You reach 40 plus 2 and you're shy too. But now come. I don't want you to do nothing. I just want to sing a song on you. Come and sing a song on you. Up and you like it. I find you getting rude, you know. I want a partner here. Come, partner, you. Well, them two young fellas, they shy. The way they behave make me feel to cry. And I show you and find me dread. Both I don't see down there with t-shirts are red. I tell you right now, we ain't no disgrace. But watch how they playing with their nose and their face. I tell you right now, you saying it's true. I know I'm ugly, but I show you I'm ugly too. But na joke I'm making, they don't vex me, you know. Alright? Come now, man, I'll sing another one, come. Hey? Well, them two fellas sitting there, they sit down there like they did since last year. All kind of thing happening in the groove. They see them stiff, they wouldn't move. Right now I even feel to halt. I can't get them up here even if I have a malt. So right now I ain't singing alone. I'm taking my guitar and I'm going home. And so what you would observe as the play is being presented, that the issues that are presented are issues that are peculiar to our environment in this part of the country. Right? You'll see some characters that may look as persons that you know in the community, but we ask you to enjoy, sit back, relax, and enjoy the characters as well as the message. Put your hands together for Heritage Theatre Company alongside Specto with the production. And the name of the production, Waking Up in Paradise.
What was it? One, two, three. Ah, shit. Ah, skipping stone no hard, you know. Get this.
Yeah?
1, 2, 3, 4. Ah. You could do this, Jimmy. You could do this. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Come on, man. I could do this. 1, 2. Ah! What, boy? Give me so hard. 1, 2.
Using the wrong technique, Jamie. I'll go show you.
What you know about skipping stone? You's a girl.
Stand back and watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As I said, it's all about technique.
Hey, that's just a fluke. Do it again now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You still think it was a fluke?
All right. You don't have to boast. So how come it takes so long?
You lucky I come and I can't stay long. Mommy Agnes gone funeral and she ain't happy. It's trouble if I back home before me.
What happened to your stepfather, Barry?
He ain't come to the sea yet.
Come sit down by me now.
I go to right here. What you want to talk about?
You know the name of the island over there?
Yes, Sugarloaf.
You know why they call it that?
It's obvious. It's like a Sugarloaf.
My grandfather tell me it had a time that people used to walk from the beach to the island.
Your grandfather is not the same man that wanted to build a bridge from Batway to Carrico.
Nothing wrong with that. He was a man with plenty ideas. You know what I'm thinking?
Adulterous.
Well, look at the way the sea is now from where it used to be. It's clear the sea come in and take a good piece of the land.
The sea level rising. Mr. Grimes teaches that in school.
Mr. Grimes, tell you why that's happening?
Yes, he said the hot getting hotter and the ice cap melting.
Mr. Grimes, no plenty thing.
You sound as if you don't believe him.
I don't know what to believe. The ice cap far from Libera. But come now. Come sit down by me now.
You know you could just sit right here, so?
So let me ask you something now.
What?
You have a boyfriend?
What does that have to do with the ice cap?
We're talking about something else now. So tell me, you have a boyfriend?
Who want to know?
It's me that asking, Kim. It's me that want to know.
Maybe I have, maybe not.
Come now, girl. Answer me now.
I go right here, so man. Leave me alone now. I go here.
She don't want to send me, you know. Talk to me now.
Mommy Agnes say I should study my school book. She said I'm not ready for that as yet.
You should ask her when she had a first boyfriend. You might be surprised.
Why don't you come home with me and ask her that for yourself?
Anyway, I want you to know that I like you.
Thanks, I could go now?
Hold on. Come now. Let me enjoy the sunset a bit. Only for a few minutes. Come.
Okay, all right. We're going just now.
Yes, 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 yes.
I'm not feeling safe.
Why?
What if Kiki and Jimmy Europe and fought my tsunami?
Don't worry, you safe.
You don't know that.
What you don't know is that Kike and Jenny does Europe a little bit from time to time, and we still can't see no tsunami.
One day, the big one might come.
Girl, that's the safest place on earth. My grandfather used to spend the whole night on the beach just to get the feeling of waking up in paradise.
That is not what I hear.
What you hear?
I hear is a person drunk on the beach on the way home and money to take him there.
Anyway, you can't live your life ready, so. Let me take a chance, Kim.
What chance to take a running raffle?
Give me a kiss now.
Boy, no, boy. Hey, hey.
Come
What
on,
are you?
girl.
Boy,
Kiss.
no.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. What?
Oh. Even Uncle Barry?
So you're quoting on the beach when you should be home doing your homework.
We thought to watching Mr. Barry.
So how much turtle all you watch already?
Well, none yet.
Look, boy, don't try no foolishness with me. What you aiming at, I don't shoot already. And as for you, young lady, your mother know you on this beat is quality hour.
No. Okay, Uncle, I'm going home now.
Wait. All you see two suspicious fellas.
We ain't saying nobody.
It could be that they ain't come for it could be that they come from the sea yet.
Who talking about Uncle?
Scratch and breathe. They destroying the leather back to get the fiend.
The fiend?
Yes. People buying the fiend to make soup.
What's wrong with that, sir?
Plenty things, Saga boy. For one, it is illegal to catch a leatherback. It is a protected species.
I did not know that.
Well, you know now. So if you see them moving on the beach, call the police. Don't afraid. Call them. Come on, young lady. Come on. I hope you could explain to Agnes where you come out.
We're going to bridge, see if anybody coming.
Nah, man, coast clear. Not even a dog moving.
There we go.
This thing heavy scratch.
How heavy it could be? That little kawang, you know. How heavy it could be?
All I'm saying is heavy, I don't think I could manage.
But you're not probably managing the big money we're going from the hotel romance in there, right?
What big money you talking about? You don't pocket most of it.
All right. You got a job to do right now, and I have no time to argue. There we go.
Let me drag the thing.
Well, dummy, if we drag the thing, only a mark in the sand, dummy. Police go for us.
Don't call me dummy. The minute time you start insulting me, I leave you with a damn turtle.
All right. But see, I don't understand that. Yeah? You see, yeah? I grew up living right in that area. All this place here feed me and me whole family. Me father before him. Fish in the lake, cut down the mangrove and burn coals. Strengthen the back with the turtle leg. You see, wake out tie, day at your graze. Not so? No, they're passing all kind of law to stop man from making a living. As for me, I don't take in there, man.
If they catch us, it's straight up Richmond Hill. I can't take a jail. I don't like prison food.
Take it easy, man.
You hear something?
Man, just a monks are running in the bush there, man. What are you talking about?
You sure it's among us?
Man, watch. You get me vexed now, you know.
Who is selling this one to?
Yeah, the fella with the seafood shop down in Batway down there. They waiting for me on the road already, the van.
I hope he give us a good price.
All right. Leave that to me. You see, I is the one with the head of a business. So I ain't gonna negotiate. Right?
You hear something?
Man, you again.
No,
You
man.
get vexing.
Nah, man, people come in, let me have.
You understand? You understand what taking place? Oh. You see something in the bush? You hear something?
Hear what? It could be a mongoose. You know mongoose afraid people already. So let me ask you something now. What excuse give your mother this time?
I tell her Mr. Grimes have give the Science Club a project.
What project?
It's called a marine profile. We have to study and document the plant and the lake, the plant and the animal life in the lake and the beach.
You make up a good life for your mother, girl.
Actually, it's the truth. We do have such a project.
I was feeling good, thinking that you go through all this trouble just to see me.
Well, you're wrong. I have something to ask you.
Ask me anything. Because you know the vibes are going on between you and me. So ask me anything.
Mr. Grant want to form an environmental watchdog group. You want to join?
That you want to ask me?
Yes.
You go be in it?
Yes.
Okay, I'll join in. But you think about what I tell you?
What are you talking about?
What you mean what you talking about? I tell you I like you, Kim.
Plenty people like me.
What about you? You like me?
God say like everybody.
Attack him on me, Kim. Not everybody.
I could go now?
No.
I go think about it.
Look at cell phone.
What? We'll get that.
I borrow it. I borrow it by Avon Shop.
Uh-huh. What? You see that?
See what? We're talking about? I see people.
Something dragging the bush.
Look like that. I'll be sweet for human foot.
Come, let's go. Come on, come, let's go.
Where we going?
We're taking a walk around the lake.
A long walk. I can't do that.
But there are other people who could handle that.
Okay, I come. But you know, some fishermen find a big anaconda on the lake show not too long ago.
That is why I tell you, come on with me. Let's go. Come on.
Okay, I come in.
All right, come on now.
So you think about that, tell you, eh?
Of course.
Okay. There we go, eh?
I tell you, we can't be too careful.
Watch. It's only two little children, nothing to worry about.
You hear what they say?
Ah,
They want to form watchdog group. Who you think they will be watching?
don't worry. You see, if we moving smart, they could never catch us. We're too smart for them. See, the fella with the van they're waiting.
Wait now. That is not the same man that leave us with the turtle in his hand when somebody say police coming.
Yeah, easy.
That song in a risky business.
But you see, that is life. To make it, you must take risk. All right, let me go.
God, this damn thing heavy, man.
Yeah. Ow.
Good evening, Mr. Grimes.
Good evening, good evening. Good to see both of you.
Thank you.
I could have well sit down in front of the TV watching Young and Restless.
Relax, Agnes. He's a tourist guide. You must understand how important this meeting is for this community.
What community? I tell you, it's a set of people that don't care. Look how they treat the beach. Dumping a whole lot of plastic. Eh? How you expect things to work out? Eh? What? I can't understand that. Eh? I don't understand that at all. Things could never work. They don't treat the beach right. Not that. Stay home. I should stay home.
Sit down, Agnes.
Man, I don't feel like sitting now. Blessed Savior. Look who coming now.
Eh.
I tell you already, it was not a good idea. I don't think it was a good idea to come in and people thing.
You see, you and me is honorable citizen, so we have to represent.
So people know about us and them talk. But who you know that? The other day when I was walking through Roseville Junction, a little fella called me Turtle Leg.
You see, let me tell you, they had to catch us red-handed first. And don't argue with me, you know. I know the law.
I see that.
Evening, Mommy. Evening, Uncle. Hi, Mr. Grimes.
Good evening, Miss Kim. Very nice to see you. How is the environmental group going?
Good, Mr. Grimes. I'm getting help from Jamie.
Very impressive. Good move, young man. Well, let's get started. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Elbert Grimes. Some of you simply know me as Teacher Eddie. I am a Rose Hill boy. When I was 10 years old, my father gave me a goat called Winston Churchill.
Winston Churchill?
Every morning I will get up at 5 a.m. and walk Winston Churchill to a spot in Pittor to graze. And every morning I will look down at the landscape and feel very lucky. As I grew up, I realized why I was feeling lucky. I was feeling lucky to be waking up in paradise. There is nowhere else in the world where you will find a mountain, a forest, a lake, 2 beaches, and 3 islands all in one place.
St. Patrick bless.
Very blessed.
This place is really paradise, but paradise is changing. There used to be a road linking a bridge between Liver and Batway. That gone. You cannot recognize the beach day after day. Why is all this happening, and what does this mean to our marine life?
Well, you ask the question, you give us the answer.
Mr.
V.J. Cumberbatch.
Okay.
This is Vernon Josiah Cumberbatch.
Okay.
Tell the people the man in them scratch, man. That's how people know you.
That's fine, Mr. Cumberbatch. To proceed, you see that the earth is getting hotter. The planet is getting hotter.
Excuse me, boss. What is our planet?
The earth is a planet. And let me continue. The planet is getting hotter.
I do agree. You see, this morning when I get up, the place cold. I had to grab the blanket from my keeper Irene and cover myself.
That might be so, but the scientists who have been checking the temperature of the earth for the last 30 years have made the observation that the temperature is indeed rising. And this is a result of the ozone, the depletion of the ozone layer.
You see, since I born, I looking up in the sky. I never seen no ozone layer yet.
Okay, old thief. That is enough. Shut your mouth and let the man talk.
How you call me? Old thief? Call me that again if you is man. Call me that again.
Old thief, talk to thief.
But you will pay for your mouth, boy. You will pay for your mouth.
Don't let his dad get in trouble, Barry. Don't let him get in trouble.
But you lucky behold me, boy. You lucky behold me.
You think I'm afraid of you? You think I'm afraid of you? Only fools you have.
Okay, gentlemen, let's make it nice and peaceful. We have a meeting to conduct. As I was saying, the ozone layer is a body of gas that protects the earth from the harmful rays of the sun.
So what that had to do with Halloween?
I could answer this question, Teacher Eddie.
By show means, young lady,
The ozone layer getting thinner when you get in contact with gases like carbon monoxide from factories. And it also helps make the earth hotter. We also have greenhouse gases contributing towards the heating up of the earth.
Excuse me, I have an idea.
just share it with us.
Well, if greenhouse causing a problem, let me change the color of we house.
Oh boy, oh, you have to open your mouth so and song like a nas. Man, you're embarrassing me, man.
It was only a suggestion.
Anyway, the point to note here is that this heating up of the earth is as a result of the melting of the Arctic Ocean, with the ice falling into the sea. This causes sea level to rise. As a result, this poses a problem to coastal settlements and beaches. And this brings me to the matter of the sea turtle.
They're talking about turtle, time for us to go.
It's very well that we are faced with the problem of the beaches is eroding. But worse yet is the fact that there are people who are illegally catching the leatherback.
I tell you, it's time for us to go scratch.
No, but see, if we go now, you can't look at us suspicious. We can't go now.
Some of us may not know this, but the leatherback turtle is very important to the economy of this community. Maybe our friend Agnes can explain.
I didn't intend to open my mouth inside here.
Tell them what you know, girl.
Turtle watching is very important in this area here. Every month, plenty people live from all over the island and come up to Livera to watch the turtles lay eggs on the beach. By doing that, they are providing jobs for taxi drivers and tour guides like myself.
Thank you, Agnes. So should people be catching the leatherback?
No.
Thanks again. The community needs to come together to protect what is ours. As a result, I'm proposing the formation of an environmental watchdog group. Membership is open to all.
We need a name for this group.
Do you have a name in mind?
No, but Jamie have one.
I tell you have them.
Come on, son. Let's hear it.
Okay. Well, we could all name the group Specto, Specto.
Specto?
But what does Specto means?
St. Patrick's Environmental and Community Tourism Organization.
Brilliant.
You look like you're sewing like that bread, fella.
See that?
I will now like to invite members of the community to sign this book as members of the newly formed Community Watchdog Organization. Yeah, let's go. I'll go have my pen. Come here. Let's sign.
Bree, let we go here. Some of us have things to do to make a living.
Thank you.
This thing getting dangerous now. Now they're forming group to mark us.
See, if we keep moving smart, they could never catch us.
All I'm saying, I know this thing getting dangerous. I don't know. My luck, we look running out, boy.
Don't talk like that, no. You're putting mouth on us.
Scratch!
Yes, partner.
You know what the penalty is for what we're doing?
5 years? 5,000.
Oh gosh, don't say it so loud!
Not you just ask me, man.
Years in jail, prison food, nasty hardback man want you for the girlfriend.
Man, just cool your nerves now. Alright, here we go.
Man, this stuff is heavier than the last one. It's too they save me back go break.
Man, take care. Come. Man, you always complaining. When it comes to sharing the big money, I don't hear you complaining.
I'm glad you mentioned money. From now on, half of everything we get is mine.
Wait, no. You're smoking badness or what?
Are serious?
You serious? Man, you can never be serious. You want to get the same amount of money with me? I is the one who is the head of this organization, in this operation.
If you is the head, I is the foot. Head can walk without foot.
How are you? You're holding back production, you know.
It's half of everything. Oh, I done.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. What are you having in the bag there?
None of your damn business.
What do you think, Jamie?
It looked like a turtle to me.
That is exactly what I was thinking. Gentlemen, by any chance, do you have any turtle in the bag?
Little girl, why you don't mind your business and go on? If you know a good value.
I will go as soon as you let the turtle go.
Sir, I think you should let the turtle go.
You too? I take it on two of you.
Come on, them is children, Scratch. We can't fight
What
children.
talking about children? Children are playing man. I take it on two of you.
What the hell going on here?
I'm defending what is mine. That's what's going on here.
A big man like
Get out of the way.
you should be ashamed of yourself.
Shame? My shame plate break long time ago. Right now, it's a living I want to make.
And I, Mr. Vernon, I am trying to make a living too.
So what you telling me that for?
Because you are threatening my rights and the rights of others to make a living. I am a tourist guide. I bring people here on the beach to watch the turtles lay eggs. Eggs that become little turtles. Do you know how, if you know you leave them one bit, you could get them to live at 100 years?
100 years? I can't wait that long to catch a turtle.
You shouldn't be catching it at all. Agnes, why are you wasting your time trying to tax them to that jackass? Let me go call the police.
Did you know that, Brie?
No, Mr. Agnes.
Well, you can't claim ignorance now. These creatures are valuable to us all. They travel from thousands of miles around the world to come back to the beach where they were born to lay eggs. And if they're allowed, they can live up to 100 years.
As I say, I can't wait that long to catch a turtle.
You shouldn't be catching it at all. Agnes,
Yes.
why are you wasting your time trying to tax into that jackass? You don't see that jackass? Let me go call the police.
Mr. Vernon. Hand over the bag.
Well, come and take it.
Give them the bag.
Why?
I tell you, I can't take a jail.
If they want it, let them come and take it.
Don't
Oh, yes.
fight
you
up
are
no
one.
partner.
You are one. Come and take it.
Okay, madam. It's enough stupidness. You have a choice. You go leg on the turtle or we are straight to the police station. So what is going to be now?
Let them take the turtle, man. Let them take the turtle. Stop fighting up. Let them take the turtle now.
Man, take the damn cow. Take the cow. See. Bree, there we go. Why, you not coming?
Nah, man. I can't do this thing anymore. I done.
Well, our lives are always a sellout.
Come, Agnes.
Yes.
We have a turtle walk in the sea.
I hope you learn from all this, Bree.
Come, Bree. Give us a hand.
Yeah, Mr. Barry.
And you, young lady, make sure and get home before dark.
Yes, mommy.
So it's just you and me now.
For what?
The kiss you promised me.
Me promise you kiss?
So,
Me?
so what you saying? You can't give me a kiss?
I have to run.
Give me a kiss, no girl.
I can't stay long. I told you before that time and before mommy Agnes get you.
So what about the kiss you promised me?
I have an idea. Meet me tomorrow at 6 a.m. Let me climb Pito.
You serious? That hill more than 800 feet high.
I know, but sure you can manage.
I ain't sure I want to do that.
Climb the hill with me. You might. Climb the hill with me. You might. Climb the hill with me. You never know. What might happen up there? See you tomorrow.
Should I go? Should I stay? I wonder if I go up there, I'll get a kiss. I wonder. I got to try my luck somewhere else first. I wonder, man. I'll get a kiss. Let me see. If I skip that stone, I get it. I go in a pito. If I don't get it, I ain't getting kiss. So you know what? I have to make it. She says it's all about the technique. Are you hear that right? The technique. Okay, technique. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes! Maybe I'm getting lucky.
Say, if you enjoyed, put your hands together. Waking up in paradise. And remember, every member of the cast is a member of this community. Aren't you proud of the members of your community? Remember, these folks are not actors. We worked with them for a couple of weeks, and that was the end result. I think they did a fantastic job here this evening. I want to ask you to put your hands together for them once again. And so we'll give you an opportunity to add some names or to get to know the real persons who play the various characters. And of course, you'd have seen a variety of characters. I think they really understood and represented the characters well. In the role of Jamie, put your hands together for Javier Daniel. Jamie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're getting lucky. Kim was played by Antonia Charles. In the role of Kim, Antonia Charles. Kim Dogan, Kisa Talby. You had to count to reach 25, 26, 27, 28 to ever think a kiss boy. Jimmy tried to tiff like a kiss on the beach. His partner say, well, that bumblebee. Jimmy go, quiet, and he fall behind his neck, you know. In the role of Barry, Samuel Roberts. Uncle what, boy? Uncle what again? Uncle Barry. Right. Now, there was a gentleman who came and gave them all the information about the environment and all that. Do you remember that gentleman? In the role of Mr. Grimes, put your hands together for Valentino Sonny. Mr. Grimes could have passed for a professor, boy. The only thing when Mr. Grimes done with the subject, the class empty, everybody gone home. Or they fall asleep. But once again, Valentino Sonny, Mr. Grimes. Was there anybody else? I think that was everybody. No, for them. He had more people. He had chief there too. So we go bring them chief and them then. In the role of Scratch, I couldn't help laughing about. It's the first time I see Scratch acting. I didn't know he had that in him. Put your hands together for Valdan Paul. Scratch. Oh, Scratch had one mango in the background. Well, why if you can't get totally, might as well eat mango. Right, and second in the duet of Thieves on the Beach, Total Harvesters, them old nastiness and them. Put your hands together for Bree, played by Angela Daniel. I ain't lying, you know. I really like Bree, eh? I really like Bree. I remember when I came during the rehearsal and worked with them one evening, Bree just had me in stitches. Yeah, Bree is a natural. I feel Bree has got some teeth in Totland Beach. Yeah. Bree is a real natural. She's doing this thing to good boy. And finally, in the role of Agnes, put your hands together for Jessica Roberts. There you had it, the cast of Waking Up in Paradise. But ladies and gentlemen, the persons you see in the character, playing different characters, well, they are very important to the story because they bring the story to life. There's somebody who for weeks and weeks would have done, first and foremost, the job of listening to the stories, because how this is done, when we go to any community, you listen to the stories from the community. And then from the stories that they give you, you craft something that represents them. Of course, they are guided by the climate change phenomena and all of that. And so, the playwright, the person who scripted the production and was also the director of the production, it's my pleasure to introduce him to you. So when I'm asking you to put your hands together for Mr. Christopher DeRiggs. Hey, look at him.
Thank you, Robert. Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for coming out and being such a warm and supportive audience. Before the evening started, I was kind of wondering if Rosehill would come out, you know. And I'm very pleased to see so many young people here this evening. You need to seriously take up the challenge to get active in the cultural performing arts. You know, there used to be a very strong contingent of performers from River Sally. Anybody remember the name Crofton Maguire? All right. He wrote a whole history of Batway. Now, you should know this, that the process of doing this production involved, first of all, sitting with the community and understanding the whole idea or concept of climate change and hearing from the community what they think is evidence of climate change around them. We were able only to write a script based on the information that you, the community, gave us. And we try to make it as close as possible to your reality. So this is why we speak about the Piton. We speak about Bathway Beach, Livera. We speak about the island, Sugarloaf, Green Island, and so on. We speak about your experience so you could relate to this as part of something you're seeing and living every day. And then it couldn't be more authentic because you have the actors coming from the community. So the story is yours, and the people who tell the story are you. So this is a real, process where people are involved. It's a collective process, and I feel very happy tonight. And I want to especially thank the cast because when we started, just about, how long we started? 3 months ago, 2 months ago? And we have done 4 productions, climate change productions, and this is number 4, was the one that took the shortest amount of time. So I just want to give them a special round of applause for that. You wouldn't think so, seeing how well they did this tonight. I want to call on stage somebody who has been my right hand in the production side of it. Somebody who's a veteran in the theater arts and who has been stage manager tonight. Welcome on stage, Halim Griffith. Okay. And I want to thank Sandra. Sandra, stand and take a bow, please. Sandra is a project manager. Sandra James is her name. I want to thank Richie Olivier and his associate, right? What's the brother's name? Huh? Blondell. Richie and Blondell. They provided the amplification. Thank you, Sandra. And I also want to thank the gentleman who is recording this event, Garwin Walters, Video Moments. So it is something that becomes a permanent document, and it maybe can be shown in the schools as an educational video. When we started here today, to sling up all this stuff here, Halim and myself was struggling to get it done. And then 2 gentlemen who are basketballers who regularly use this court to play basketball showed up. And we didn't ask them. They volunteered to help, and I was so impressed. So I just want to thank them, right? Kyle, Ivan, and then they were joined by a beautiful young lady, Zari. I mean, they really helped. Give them a special round of applause. Then fellas climb up and tear up thing. And then, what is even more impressive, there were 3 or so youngsters, maybe more than 3. One of them, his name was Daryl or Carol. Carol. 3 little boys, and they just started helping also. They were helping cleaning. They went and get chairs. Are they still here? Stand up, let me see you. Carol? You go home? He helped and he gone home. Well, let us give him a round of applause, please. Right? So all in all, this has been a very gratifying experience for me. I want to again thank you. I want to thank the Creator for giving us good weather. Tonight, if it rained, we'd have to go into the... Give the Creator a round of applause. Right? If it rained, we'd have to go in the community center. It would be a different scenario. The acoustics up there kind of challenging. So it's beautiful. I mean, this is beautiful, right? So this is paradise, right? So thanks again, and I wish you a pleasant evening. Get home safely. God bless you. One love. And I didn't say thanks to the MC. Robert White. Well, you see, Robert is in-house. But, yeah, I mean, Robert did a great job, did he? And if you have not identified yet with the work of Specto, now's the time to do so. This evening was a celebration of Specto and the work of these wonderful people here, not on stage, but every day in their lives. Thank you very much.